having
Please.
read everything I know about you.
I just want to tell you that how much it means to me that you've made time and you are so active about and advocating for the rights of refugees and wanting to really create a welcoming space, especially for World Refugee Day. So this means so much to me. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and your testimony is very important. People react negatively in abstract, but when they see concrete human situations, that makes them change.
Yeah.
That's why it's so important to have a testimony, and especially of a refugee that succeeds in society. So it's a demonstration that
I agree.
Not only you have succeeded for yourself, but you are doing a useful thing for this country and for the refugees coming for this country. So the US has benefited from the fact that they resettled you. I went to visit the family in a tent.
It was maybe about a month, and we were able to move through the steps, but our whole experience in resettlement was about... I cannot stress enough of how it's life-changing. You literally are given a whole new life. When we went through the process of resettlement and having to wait for our security clearance, and there was a time where there was a halt on resettlement, and that's heartbreaking for my family and for us. In my mid-age and come to the US, in March of 2010, 5 lives were changed, and my family, that was my family. And so I think we should look at it in a way of, even if you take few families, thousands, that's lives are being saved. And when I say saved, it's genuinely huge impact saved, because one day you're living in uncertainty, in danger, and then next you're in the US having the things that we get to enjoy, the education, the safety, and I don't think that can be bought. That passion for really, I know humanitarians in general, there are a lot of different avenues.
Very simple. It has benefited from the fact that they resettled you.
And absolutely, it's an investment. The US we see a lot of refugees adjusting well, but there's also the emotional impact that goes through that, and the psychological trauma that you are programmed to just be in pilot mode. I need to survive. You're in survival mode. But then you get to a place where you feel safe and your basic needs are met, then you just start to realize the impact being resettled, the impact being from a war-torn country or being in such a vulnerable state has on you. And I think that's kind of the good way to understand when it comes to resettling refugees. I think there should be more, and at least I'm speaking from my own experience, understanding that there are barriers. To the governments of developed countries, I want to convey that resettlement and bringing refugees in is life-saving measure, and it's something that each leader and each country should contribute to and hold accountable for, because a lot of, unfortunately, the issues are being caused. It's a larger problem, and it's a life-saving measure to take that step in and bring in refugees in. Taking on that helicopter, because that's a way out. Something that I've always been passionate about, because it's a first-hand experience. And
I'm very interested in having a conversation with you about, first, how was your life as a refugee? Why did you fled Afghanistan and then your life in Pakistan? Perfectly, with a leadership, kind of a civilian leadership, a religious leadership.
We need more resettlement place, we need more resettlement help. Actually not we, the refugees who are coming, but yeah, and we actually they need help in different ways, like basic needs, housing, everything that is necessary for refugees. And it's very, actually it would be very better, very more comfortable for the refugees if they to get more help for their bright future, to get more help and to just make their life easier and to be helpful for the community, for the society that they live, and to get more comfortable with the environment, with the people.
With suffering.
With
But this is delicious.
Dry foods are mostly coming from Afghanistan, and some rice, Afghani rice.
Yeah, we have a special
rice, and they are coming from Afghanistan as well, which is delicious. I don't know if you have ever tried Afghani
land. The land was semi-desertic land. It was really, but we. I am at home of a couple of Afghan former refugees. I was at the home of an Iraqi refugee in the United States. And having visited refugee camps in so many developing countries around the world where they barely survive, it is impressive to see how these three people were able to completely change their lives. And today, to be even able to support other refugees coming into the United States, being perfectly integrated in the American society. Unfortunately, when I was High Commissioner for Refugees, we had more than the double of today's opportunities of resettlement. So my appeal to developed countries is you need to meaningfully increase the number of resettlement opportunities in your country, because it is so different to allow them to fully integrate in your societies or to keep them barely surviving in some of the most dramatically dangerous places in the world. I think what I more admired in Afghanistan was this sense of community and hospitality and solidarity.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much.